Good good morning everyone. I would like to continue the discuss about the oxygen tank connection to the building of hospital, like alarm panel with the different connection in the building, like pipe system. Pipe system is we have combination of six oxygen compressor air, nitro, nitro, nitrous oxide and nitrogen are positive pressure medical gas. Vacuum and anesthesia gas scavenging system are negative pressure of medical system. Number two, the connection of from the building, we have positive pressure system. That is, oxygen is primarily supplied from an oxygen vacuum isolated tank. Compressor air is primarily supplied from the compressed air plants. Freestanding cylinder is standby. Yun, they're connected for the manifold yun, standby. Yan ang nag-a-alarm. We have sometimes the tank is empty, the standby will be alarm. And order reserve mode provider of emergency supply in these gases. And then nitrous oxide and nitrogen are supplied from cylinder. The pipe of cylinder supply of medical from the gas into from the with the building in the via an oscillating bulb and non-return bulb arrangement. Freestanding cylinder are connected to the piping supply made as this is a model of the manifold MCS2 manifold control system. A made as empty 125 medical gas central alarm panel monitor to the medical supply and at each MCS2 manifold. Then the connection of medical gases are piped in type X copper piping from the line of med as soon services unit. What do you mean? ZSU to a med as Gem 10 terminal unit is at the point of use. Med as soon services unit are the line bulbs with allowed air supply on the medical gas to the isolated. Example, the emergency made as MP125 alarm panel. This is the one who can be alarm, the panel. Or made as MP26 area alarm panels, monitor and status of supply of the medical gas from a pressure switch on the piping line. Repeater made as MP125 alarm panel are installed building S1 BX room S1A 102029. That is a code number of the room. And S1 Plan Engineering Office S2 111. That is engineering. That is a area of a basement, because that the building of hospital we have a level: basement, first floor, second floor, third floor. Depends of the the construction of the building, how many floor. Okay. Negative pressure system. This is from the vacuum of anesthesia gas asperging of system operating of 450 mm hydrogen into the reverse of the positive pressure system. And the plug to the port of the pipe is source of the turn of causes of the risks of pipe busting, and additional hoses may move violently when ice plug loosen and suddenly. Ejected ice plug can cause serious injury. Never release the pressure in the liquid carbon dioxide hose without first purging of the liquid with the gas or waiting unlimited until the liquid has boiled has of the hose. This one, uh, never release of the pressure of liquid carbon dioxide. This is a means for the emergency dry ice to get some of co-workers of the hospital. We need emergency, because dry ice you will put the blood, some of the blood there in the container. So the result, the blood is compressed and good condition, no dry. Okay. Next, the preventive clothing. Personnel handling the cryogenic liquid must be the preventive clothing and provides protection against contact with the cryogenic liquid and with cold component. Kaya, what do you have? You get some of materials of protective clothing. That is a very important emergency toward some of nurse, doctor. Okay, next, risks of fire of explosion. This is the best thing, the critical risks of the hazard from the connection of hospital. Fire can be spread up rapidly, and if there were discharge of oxygen or nitrogen in a pure of oxygen environment, many organic system may be even become explosion. Do not store flammable materials and immediately vicinity of the tank installation. Yeah, be careful. Before installation niya, all materials we have covered and keep it around the outside, because some of technician maintenance of the hospital we are preparing for installation is the dangerous if all materials is there. Tank contain oxygen is nitrogen. Nitrous must be that mounted concrete foundation. Installation comprising vacuum jacketed tank are significantly different to gas bottle installation. Number one, the gas is stored as a liquid, not as gas. Number two, the the vacuum insulated evaporized tank double jacket designs consist on the inner vessel. That's why that is difficult. That is a preventive of the cloth which cover your body. Pressure vessel and the outer vessel were immediately space filled with insulation materials. And then the vacuum pump is the improve of insulation. The outer vessel is made of 5-8 mm pressure vessel grade steel plate. I mean that the installation of materials is this the measure of a pipe is 8 mm. That is required for the to maintain the technician of maintenance operation of the hospital. The tank pressure. Yesterday I want to discuss about tank pressure. Is regulated as the safety valves with relative excess pressure and the inner vessel, as the gas is stored as a cryogenic liquid and the tank is very well insulated. Extreme heat is required to rise tank pressure. Each of the two safety valve instead to the tank have sufficient capacity to evacuate and gas and that cold evaporate in all that immediate able operation disturbances including the fire into the immediately vicinity of the tank. And the next is the volume of the gas. This is what I mean, the scenario of the volume of the gas, the high level of pressure, volume of the gas. I mean, that cold evaporate of the worst of case of scenario, loose vacuum and the tank surrounded by fire. Dangerous. Some of things is estimated to be the approximately 200 m cubic high level and the top for the tank with the volume of the approximately 25 m cube. This volume is not in any way problematic. That's why a far greater volume is the gas is evaporates when the tank is cool, when it is first filled. No problem. You are technician or maintenance of the oxygen medical gas. The evaporates of the tank is cool. Is cool from the pipe. We have present the open the connection of water from the hose, and then you put the water, and the pipe must be clean and dry. That is a cool. No problem. Evaporate is is a very injury for the about the put the your hand. Only water will throw the water, and the result is melt. What do you mean? Always back to normal. And also about the release of gas mixed within the surrounding air. Therefore, there is no needs to take the special action in the event of the fire. It's about the asphyxiation and the control release and cryogenic liquid leads to the information of the large volume of gas as a liquid evaporates. This gas does not mix well with air because of its low temperature. The cold gas lower and the temperature of the air, resulting into the formation of mist. Mist free soon form the close of the site of the gas discharge. Yun, i-discharge mo na, and the result is the air has been complete replaced by discharge gas. It's okay. And next, if nitro oxide, air, and carbon oxide are released to the quantity of the enclosed of the space of the oxygen content of the air, may drops radically causes an acute risk of asphyxiation, an increase of carbon dioxide content effect, and respiratory system. Symptoms of these are the shortness in the breath and assisty of the reserve and headache. Okay, this is some of therapy, nurse or doctor. This is a preparation for we get the CO2, carbon dioxide from the patient. What do you mean? If the patient is the pressure from the head is headache higher, we put the carbon dioxide and the pressure will be low. That is a emergency implement from the rules of hospital. Increased nitrogen of the air contents do not affect of the respiratory system, which means that unconsciousness as asphyxiation occur without warning. The lower of the oxygen content the air being breathed, the quicker asphyxiation occur. Then, after discharge of gas into the closed space of it is extremely important to effectively flush the area of the air and the measure of the oxygen content before personnel enter the area. So, some of routing of the technician will be release the discharge, the gas. The measure of the oxygen will be level. The personnel of the hospital, we have stay stay from the room and relax, because the level of pressure of the oxygen is level plus, and there. Okay. Burst, bursting pipe. In bursting pipe, this is a connection from the tank, oxygen. Cyclogenic liquid. Close the pipe system within the two valves will expand very rapidly as is heated and turned into the gas. Very difficult. That is secure your the preventive maintenance of a technician. The increase of the pressure is so great that there is a danger of the pipe will burst unless the section of the pipe involved as a safety valve or the internal relief valve installed. No problem if the relief valve will install, we have complete the pressure. It is there for important of the personnel designing of the installation piping system as well of the physical characteristic of the cryogenic liquids. The bursting pipe can cause of serious injury to the personnel and damage and to equipment or into the vicinity of the installation. Very dangerous to connection of the pipe. Be careful. You have a preventive the rules of the maintenance. And also, important of the use of the correct materials of a cryogenic installation. Certain grade of the pipe become brittle and psychogenic of the temperature is must be used and such installation. They are when the selected materials for use at the temperature as low as 196 degrees centigrade. That is important, correct the materials installation to the pipe. And also, dry and ice plug. Okay. For next part 2 na o part 3 na nato i-discuss. Thank you very much for guy and prescribe for our discussion about YouTube. Share and subscribe our YouTube. Thank you very much. Goodbye. Yeah.